look at the Broncos offense and the Browns defense. Take us through the first thing and what you see here.
Well, the thing about the Browns doing a Browns defensive breakdown, as I've done them in the past, it's always what do we got to stop, and I'm not doing that anymore with this Browns defense until they stop playing at such a high level. What they need to do is the first thing they need to do is play what they do, and what they do is be aggressive and make Denver adjust to them. And when you make a team adjust to you as a defense, that means you're practicing your skills and not worried about what Denver does. Now, what Denver does very well is they have a very minimal run game, and this is actually a run pass. They run lots of swings and it'll look like an RPO, but it's really not. They're just pulling people to try to get people out of the box, and it's kind of an extended run game, we used to call it. And all it is these quick throws to try to get to the edge and try to get those 4 to 6 yards to make it 2nd 4 and 2nd 5. They do it very, very well, and Russell Wilson does it very well. Again, he checks down very well. He processes very well. He's playing at a much higher level than people think he is. The only thing I would say watching a number of games is he does not have the arm strength he had. He throws a good deep ball, but he does not have the zip on the intermediate stuff like he used to. But he checks down very well. So Brown's got to get up in these guys' face here a little bit, make tackles like they did last week, and take away this extended run.
Yeah, and the other thing about Wilson, still mobile enough to be a little bit of a problem. And mobile quarterbacks have given the Browns some issues even this year. All right, take us through this next clip, what you see here, what you like.
So again, this actually, people say, well, this is an RPO. Well, it's not really an RPO, and here's why it tells me it's not an RPO. If you look at the linemen, they're pulling, but they're really pass setting. They're really not. They're not pulling to dominate or move somebody off the line of scrimmage. What they're trying to do is they're trying to get the defense to go to their left. By going to the left, you're going to create a window out here. And, Marvin Mims, who hasn't got a ton, he kind of reminds me of Elijah Moore. They're trying to figure out ways to get him, but he's very explosive, and they're trying to do this quick game. Again, this is a run game. This is Sean Payton's list. This is a run play. Why? Because it's really, really simple. All they're going to do is fake. They're going to pull the left guard and the tight end, which they do, and then they're going to throw the quick screen out there to Mims. Again, it's not an RPO because the front side of the line is not blocking. They're pass protecting. So this is just a way to try to get guys out of the box and get a guy in space. Extended run from the Broncos. This is what they do really, really well.
When you look at this Broncos offense, what areas of it concern you? Cortland Sutton is a guy, big body, but you've got Martin Emerson who can match up with a physically gifted guy. Sutton has 7-8 touchdowns and not a lot of receptions.
Yeah, he's very good in the red zone. So, again, the Browns matched up I think they matched up the last couple of drafts with the Cincinnati Bengals. So, Sutton goes into that T. Higgins, right? That long guy that I think he's not as fast as Higgins, but he's really good body control, great spatial awareness, especially down in the red zone. He high points the ball very well. So I think Emerson in the red zone will be a guy you put on him because of his length. I think in the field, though, those guys will all step up the challenge. Ward can cover him as well. His length gives you a – Jerry Jeudy is a guy who is not – I don't know if he's reaching his full potential, but occasionally you'll see him in space, and he can absolutely run. Marvin Mims is Stroutman's a good tight end. I think what makes him pretty good on offense is that Sean Payton's their offensive coordinator. And like Schwartz does on defense, he's going to find a matchup he likes and try to take advantage of it. And there aren't a lot of advantages against the Browns defense right now for Denver. The Browns have to come out and dominate on defense because they're better. And like Bowles, their left tackle, they're going to have to help him a bunch because he'll struggle against all three of those defensive ends. And those guys inside will struggle to move Tomlinson and move those guys. So the Browns are at an advantage personnel-wise, but Sean Payton is very good at what he does. Sean Payton versus Schwartz is must-see TV this week.